It's been more than a day since Rahul Gandhi's sensational press conference in which he dropped this atom bomb. Since most news channels and newspapers have either downplayed these allegations or undermined their significance, it's important that we cover this story as closely as possible. We believe that not all of you might have had the chance to watch the 70-minute presser, but don't worry, we have you covered. Here are 5 points from Rahul Gandhi's allegations and the Election Commission's unsatisfactory rebuttal that every Indian must know. Rahul Gandhi claimed that the 2024 Lok Sabha elections, the Haryana State Assembly elections and the Maharashtra State Assembly elections witnessed massive rigging by the Election Commission, which he suggested is working in collusion with the Bharatiya Janata Party. He claimed that the BJP's 2024 victory was rigged. And how did this happen? Well, according to the Congress study on the Bangalore Central Lok Sabha seat, they found out over 100,000 fake voters. Now, for context, there are 650,000 voters on this seat. These fake voters have been classified into 5 categories. First, there are 12,000 duplicate voters. Take the case of Gurkirat Singh Dang, who is registered on 4 different polling booths, for instance. Then there are 4,132 voters with unusable or micro-sized photos. And there are also 40,000 fake addresses. Then there are 10,452 bulk voters registered on single addresses. For instance, 68 voters lived on a single address registered as a brewery. Now, is that possible? Well, that's a question for the Election Commission to answer. They also allege misuse of Form 6 meant for first-time voters. There are 33,692 such voters. Take the case of Shakun Rani, for instance, a 70-year-old woman who's registered twice in 2 months. At a time when everything is going digital in Modi's Digital India, the Congress party was provided with a 7 feet tall and 300 kg mountain of paper by the Election Commission for this study. But there's another catch. The papers are digitally unscannable, which means they had to manually search through the haystack to find the needle. And it took them 6 months to study just one seat. First, listen to what Rahul Gandhi said.
क्या इलेक्शन कमीशन बीजेपी की मदद कर रहा है? क्या इलेक्शन कमीशन ही इलेक्शन को चोरी करवा रहा है? सबसे महत्वपूर्ण बात यह है कि इलेक्शन कमीशन डिजिटल डेटा नहीं देता है, फिजिकल डेटा देता है। मतलब लाखों कागज में वोटर लिस्ट दे देगा। टीम ने हमें एक दिन बताया कि 5-7 सीटों पे काम किया ही नहीं जा सकता। क्यों? मैंने उनसे पूछा क्यों नहीं किया जा सकता? उन्होंने मुझे ये कागज दिखाए। ये जो कागज हैं, ये एक लोकसभा के कागज नहीं है, ये एक विधानसभा के कागज है और इन कागजों को हमने मैन्युअली सॉर्ट करना पड़ा और पूरा का पूरा काम जो हुआ है इसमें 6 महीने लगे हैं और एक असेंबली सीट में हम ये काम कर पाए हैं। क्यों? क्योंकि डिजिटल डेटा नहीं दिया जाता। ये देखिए गुरकीरत सिंह डांग, इसका नाम 4 अलग अलग बूथों पे आता है। ये कैसे हुआ और क्यों हुआ? एक और उदाहरण, विशाल सिंह, वाराणसी में वोटर लिस्ट में नाम है और बेंगलोर में 2 बार वोटर लिस्ट में नाम आता है। क्या ये वाराणसी में वोट कर रहे हैं या बेंगलोर में वोट कर रहे हैं या दोनों जगह वोट कर रहे हैं? एक और उदाहरण देखिए, हाउस नंबर 0। तो आपने कभी सुना है हाउस नंबर 0? हमने तो नहीं सुना था, मगर बेंगलोर में हजारों हाउस नंबर 0 हैं वोटर लिस्ट पे। हाउस नंबर 35 की कहानी सुनिए। छोटा सा घर है, ज्यादा से ज्यादा 4 लोग रह सकते हैं, मगर इस 35 में 80 लोग वोटर लिस्ट में रजिस्टर्ड है। हमने पहले इलेक्शन कमीशन से इलेक्ट्रॉनिक वोटर लिस्ट मांगी थी, सीसीटीवी फुटेज मांगी थी। उन्होंने अपना काम नहीं किया, हमें नहीं दिया। फिर हमने अपना इन्वेस्टिगेशन कराया, आरटीआई भरे और हमारे पास डेटा आया। भाई और बहनों, सच्चाई यह है कि हिंदुस्तान में इलेक्शन कमीशन और बीजेपी मिलकर इलेक्शन चोरी कर रहे हैं।
Obviously, manually matching one face with thousands of faces, one address with thousands of addresses, and one name with lakhs of names is a Herculean task even for a party as big as the Indian National Congress. Now, we cannot say with certainty if this is a willful subversion of India's democratic elections or just another example of our pathetic babudom mismanaging the electoral rolls. Even if we assume that it's just the BLOs who made this grave error, why there is no mechanism to cross-check the forms filled by these BLOs? If there was a checks and balances system, would there be a need for any SIR? Moreover, even in the case of the Bihar SIR, it is the same BLOs who will get it done without much oversight. But if the EC has nothing to hide, it is in their interest to make this data publicly available in a digital format so that every voter gets to quickly check these claims. They can also share the CCTV footage and put these claims to rest. And now they are being fact-checked by Alt News and others. They've called Rahul Gandhi's allegations misleading, but they are yet to say on record that Rahul's claims are 100% inaccurate. They've asked him to sign an affidavit and be ready to face criminal charges if he's proven wrong. Now, this is not the first time when the Election Commission has been accused of bias or when questions have been raised on the integrity of our elections. Remember Professor Sabyasachi Das? In the past, the Election Commission has done frankly quite little to stop the BJP's anti-Muslim election campaigns, while they have shown no such restraint for the India bloc. More recently, Bihar's SIR exercise led to equally strong scrutiny by the opposition and various civil society groups. But this time around, the allegations are way more damning. Here, the election umpire is not just being accused of bias, but of cheating and batting for one of the teams. The integrity of our elections is at stake, and the question is, if everything we just witnessed only happenstance, coincidence, or is it a conspiracy? Now, only the Election Commission can answer this question.